Hey, it's Gabe with API Nation. Today I'm going to show you how to connect PrimeStreet to Follow Up Boss. So that all those leads and referrals from PrimeStreet that are warmed up, they're ready to go, can automatically get put into Follow Up Boss for immediate follow-up, and you can start creating more deals. The first thing you're going to do is go to apination.com. You're going to click on Get Syncs. It's going to ask you to sign into API Nation or sign up. If you sign up for an API Nation account, it's totally free to have an account. You can start poking around and seeing what you can automate, and then you'll only pay once you actually subscribe to a plan. You could also sign in if you already have an account. I'm going to do that. So I'm going to click sign in with Google. There we go. You're going to see once you sign into API Nation, you can start looking all around at all the things you can automate. I'm going to scroll down till I get to P for PrimeStreet. There it is right here. So click on that. But if you see any other logos that look familiar that you're using, MoxieWorks, Lofty, Follow Up Boss, KV Core, any of those guys, set up some automations for those as well. Let's click on PrimeStreet right here. And you can see we have a ton of different options for PrimeStreet so that you can start automating those referrals right into PrimeStreet. Today we're doing Follow Up Boss, so I'm going to go ahead and click there. All right, and here you can see there's a few different syncs available, activities to PrimeStreet notes, contacts to PrimeStreet referrals. We're going to focus on getting referrals from PrimeStreet into Follow Up Boss. So that's what we're going to do today. Get those referrals and leads so you can into Follow Up Boss so you can quickly follow up. I'm going to hit activate. And the first step to signing in is to connect PrimeStreet. So I'm going to hit connect. It's going to ask me for the login to PrimeStreet. So I'm just going to put the login I used to log into PrimeStreet, my email and password, and hit connect. All right, the next part is to connect Follow Up Boss. So you can see I already have a connection here, but if you were going to connect it, you just hit the connect button. It's going to ask you for the API key from Follow Up and a label for the connection. So let me show you where that API key is real quick. So here in Follow Up Boss, you're going to click on admin and you're going to go all the way to the right, click on more, and you're going to see here is the API. So I'm going to click on that. And here you can create an API key. So I'm going to create one. I'm going to call this, API Nation. Maybe I want to call it API Nation PrimeStreet PS maybe, and then create that API key. There's the key. Go ahead and copy it. Once you hit done, this is going to be hashed. It's going to have the stars there, so you're not going to be able to see it anymore. So make sure you have it, you copied it, and you've added it over here to your integration. So let's go back to the integration, paste it in there, and then I'm going to name it. So let's call this my Follow Boss PrimeStreet connection. There we go. All right, so we've connected PrimeStreet, we've connected Follow Up Boss. Just a couple things I want to show you here. Do you want to sync all referrals from PrimeStreet into Follow Up Boss? So all the existing leads and referrals from PrimeStreet, should I push those into Follow Up Boss, or should I just start paying attention from now on? I'm going to push them all in there. Let's get them all into Follow Up Boss so I can start following up with those, even if they haven't come in recently. In Follow Up Boss, do I want to overwrite the contacts, those leads, those referrals, if they already exist in Follow Up Boss? So let's say I have Bugs Bunny in PrimeStreet. I also have Bugs Bunny in Follow Up Boss. So I turn the sync on. Should PrimeStreet overwrite the original Bugs Bunny? Up to you. I'm going to click don't overwrite the information. Let's just add new information. I'm going to hit subscribe and it's going to create the sync. The sync is not yet active. This is it. Let me show you two more things before we activate it. One is a filter. A ton of options here. You can filter by stage, by type, phone number. So for example, maybe you only want people who have a mobile phone. So you would say mobile phone is not empty and use that. Or maybe you want to send people over based on their stage or type. So I'd say stage, and here's all the listed stages, shown, home, spoken with. Maybe I only want to send over people who I've spoken with. So stage contains spoken. There we go. Most people, just to get started, will probably go no filter and just get all the leads, all the referrals into Follow Up Boss as soon as possible. The last thing down here is mapping. So you can see we do most of this for you. It's pretty robust here on this sync. By default, we're doing first name to first name, last name to last name. We have the fields priority feature set up, kind of a new feature here. So that's going to prioritize the emails that go into the Follow Up Boss email based on this list. So if there's a personal email, it'll use that. If there's not a personal email, it'll use the work email. If there's not a work email, it'll use the other email and so on. Same thing with phone. It'll use the mobile, the work, the home, or the other. This all looks good. You can see it's even going to pull over the stage and the tags. I'm going to go ahead and actually I'm going to in source. I'm going to go ahead and put PrimeStreet as my source. And then for tag, you can tag it however you want, PrimeStreet, whatever. And then another thing here with tags, you can go ahead and tag it PrimeStreet, or you could tag it with the agent. For example, I can hit this plus sign, and then I can use the agent name here. So agent display name, and it'll tag it with that agent display name so I can assign it to the correct agent in Follow Boss. That's pretty helpful. That's it. I'm going to go to the top and activate this sync. And there we go. The sync is now running. Now all those referrals from PrimeStreet are getting put into Follow Boss. That's it. The sync is now running. So that's it. That's how you connect PrimeStreet to Follow Boss. Get all those referrals from PrimeStreet, all those leads right into Follow Boss so you can start following up. It's going to improve your speed to lead and allow you to convert more deals. If you have any questions or need any help setting up this sync, give us a call, shoot us an email. We're API Nation. We are connecting the world's applications.